So, here in the UK, are we about to trade convenience for freedom? I mean, it certainly seems that way. If you think about everything that's going on at the moment in the media, in politics, it seems that every time the government says, don't worry, it's for your convenience, that our guard absolutely should go up because convenience always comes at a price. And this time, it just so happens to be our identity. So we are being sold digital IDs as progress, as a way that we can all access a cheery modern Britain where you can prove who you are in seconds, no forms, no paperwork, no red tape, no waiting. I mean, it sounds fantastic on the surface, but you scratch that surface a little bit and what you see is a foundation that is 100% built on data collection, on harvesting, on behavioral profiling, and above all else, on control. Correct me if I'm wrong, by all means. But it does seem that the digital ID plan, it ties together rights to work, rights to rent, NHS records and the access required to deal with the NHS, and eventually your financial identity. So it's not paranoia. It's exactly how centralized systems evolve. Step one, let's make it optional. Step two, let's make it universal. Step three, let's make it a must-have so that the people can't live without it. And that's very dangerous. I have done an awful lot of reading over the last couple of weeks on different digital ID systems, on those that have been rolled out for different things in Australia, France, Italy, Germany, Estonia, and also in China. The Chinese one is the most scary, without a doubt. If you've not done any research yourself, just literally go on YouTube and just have a look at some videos of the Chinese digital ID system and how it links into social scoring, basically. It is literally the way it's going to go. I don't see there being any other outcome. It's like being a tuna fish caught in the middle of the ocean. You've got a boat's thrown its net out and you're kind of swimming around. And you know you're in a net, but you've still got a little bit of freedom. You think you're all right, so you're not panicking right now. Another line goes out, that net comes in, it gets a little bit tighter. Another app gets added to the digital ID, another function. 1 minute it's your ability to work, then HMRC gets added, then DVLA gets added, then NHS gets added, TV license gets added, NatWest gets added, who knows? But all of these things are going to be extra lines that go out and attach to that net and pull it that little bit tighter, that little bit tighter, that little bit tighter, until eventually you just kind of, and then you're panicking. But by the time you're panicking, it's too late because it's already done. You're caught and the damage is done. And that's exactly what it's like. So the danger isn't that it's going to start as a dystopian tool, it's that it's going to become one, and not by accident, by design. A system that's designed for efficiency that slowly morphs into one that's a system of exclusion. Now, you lose your phone, you lose your ID. What if you get flagged incorrectly? Suddenly you're locked out of work, or you can't go on the train. Your Oyster card won't work. Maybe your cash card won't work if you're trying to fill up. Or maybe if you've got an electric car, it will just turn you back around and drive you back home. Maybe that's the way it'll go. And God forbid, should you get ill. Governments don't have a great track record of handling data safely. Let's face it, this is reality. You've only got to look on Google, go onto Google and type in laptop left on train UK government and just read like the amount of stuff that's been left on benches, on trains, in libraries, just data left around in public spaces. It's horrific. And also more recently, there was, of course, the debacle with the Afghan data. I think it was 20,000 records. So the government hasn't got a good track record. And whether it's NHS IT fiascos to local councils leaking citizen info, it's all happened before, and it will again. And now we're meant to hand them biometric information to verify who we are. Screw that. We're told, don't worry, it's encrypted, but even banks get hacked. So you can't tell me that's not exactly a win-win. Just saying, oh, it's okay, it's encrypted, you can trust us. No, I won't. Digital ID could make life easier for very few people, but only if there are absolute protections, iron laws against overreach and true choice. Without those things, this convenience is quietly going to become the architecture of total dependency. You know, digital ID, it's not about technology, it's about trust. And when that trust is low, digital efficiency, it just looks like another method of digital control. And I think that we are being blindsided by this. We're being missold the true purpose of digital ID cards. I do believe also there's some skullduggery afoot on the government website dealing with a petition. Let's face it, the petition exists on a government-owned website. It's on their portal. They can slow the numbers down, speed the numbers up, alter them all together, stop the clock. They can do whatever they want. It's their website. You know, it's not like it's a website that's in the public domain that collects the information and then offers it to the government. No, it's the other way around. It's a government-owned website that you're accessing to put your information into to sign the petition. And I've already mentioned on a previous video that about a week ago, it was well over 100,000. It was more like 2 million. And it was going up about 120 to 150, literally every 10 or 20 seconds it was going up. Probably like 300 people every minute were being added to it. There was no sign of it slowing down. And it said that because it had hit over 100,000, in 6 days, there would be a date given for parliamentary debates. So now it's a week later. So those 6 days should have elapsed. And that date should be forthcoming, you would think. No, if you check on it now, there's 13 days that are now waiting until the date for debate is given. So the date for debate seems to be going in the wrong direction. And if you look at the number of people that are signing it now, it's slowed down to about 5 or 10 every 20 seconds. It's about 10 or 15 people a minute. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't stack up with what I'm seeing on news, both central, left and right. It doesn't stack up with what I'm seeing in the comment sections on social media, like how many people are vehemently against this. And it doesn't stack up with the people that I'm speaking to that I see at work, at the gym, when I'm doing gigs, at the pub, whatever it might be. All of these people, there are so few that think this is a good idea. And almost everybody that I speak to has mentioned that they've signed the petition, they've told others to do it, but the numbers don't stack up. It doesn't make any sense that it should be under 3 million when the momentum that it had was colossal. It doesn't make sense that it should be under 3 million, and it doesn't make sense that the date for debate keeps going backwards. Yeah, so I'm sure we're being lied to. But look, I wax lyrical. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think that the government is being upfront and honest about the purpose and the motives behind the digital ID? Do you think there is a benefit to this for everybody? Or is there a darker scheme maybe kind of at foot? The jury's out. But look, YouTube's going to put another video there. Like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell, all that jazz. And yeah, another one tomorrow. Goldman. Peace out.